So if you guys are watching this video, you are probably here to see how to do the remnant decryptions. Now, every planet that you land on, these get considerably harder. All they are ultimately is just a Sudoku puzzle. Instead of numbers, they use these glyphs or whatever you guys want to call these symbols that you have to find on the pillars prior to being able to complete the puzzle. Once you have all of your glyphs scanned in the game, I'm going to show you guys the strategy on how to do these puzzles. If you've never done a Sudoku puzzle in your life, this video will help you. If you have, then obviously you don't need these tips, but nonetheless, there is a strategy to go about it, and I'm not going to give every single detail, but you're just going to follow me through this decryption to see the strategies that I use, and it's all logical. Start from what you know, and as you progress through the puzzle, you find out more about the puzzle. So I'll show you guys exactly how I'm going to do it. Now, where you want to start is obviously in the row that has the most symbols given to you. That is simply because that's the for sure spot that you know a symbol is going to go. For instance, let's take a look. We see that this row has 3 given symbols. And now, before I get into it, I'm going to explain for those of you who do not know what Sudoku is. You basically have to fill in the entire block with either, in Sudoku's case, it's numbers, in this case, it's symbols. Every block has to have a symbol, but no row or column can have a repeated symbol. So they basically has to have 5 different symbols for each row and column. Each one has to be different for that respective row or column. So let's take a look here, and we're going to start with this row because it has 3 given to us, and we're going to use this row, this column to depict which one is going to go right here. So we see that we have these 3 here. The ones that are missing are going to be this one here and this one here. So right away we know that we're gonna place this symbol here because we can't put it over here. Why? Because down below we see that the symbol already exists in that column. So that's how we know we're gonna put that there. We know this symbol and the other one are missing from this row. We can't put this one over here because it's already in the bottom of that column. So that being said, that leaves this final symbol for I was already on it. This symbol here for the remainder of this row. Okay, now where do we go to next? Well, we look and we see now that we have 3 right here. We have 3 in this column that we know are guaranteed. We can also go over here if you'd like. For instance, we can see that we have a space up here in the column and a space down here. We can't, what are the 2 symbols that we're missing? We're missing this this E looking one. And we know we can't put the E up here because it's already over here in this row. So that means that it has to go down at the bottom. See how we're just slowly starting to figure out this puzzle? As we figure them out, we get more information to work on for other rows and columns. Now let's see here. We're going to go ahead and finish this column off. Which symbol is missing? This is the one that's missing for this column. So moving on, let's see which one do we want to do next. I'm going to go ahead and try to do this column right here. We are missing what are we missing here? We are missing that this one this one here we're missing, and we're also missing this one here. Now, not a lot of information to go on because if we look, neither of those symbols are this or this, so that's not going to help us. So we're not going to start in this row. Okay, so we're gonna blank those ones out again. Just showing you guys the strategy to go. You can figure this out logically as you start to get good at these puzzles. Your brain will just start to see all these patterns and these. You could start with this column if you wanted, but we're gonna go up here at the top. Alright, so which symbols are we missing here? We are missing this one right here, and we're also missing this one over here, this symbol right down here. Okay, now we have to put this one here because we already know this row is right, meaning that this one that we placed here is correct as well, so we can't put this symbol over here because there's already one in the column right there. So we're going to put that one there, and then we're going to finish off this row up top. Now, let's see. What was the one that we were missing? I already saw it. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so there. Now we have this row finished. Next, moving on. Where are we going to go next? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe this column right here. Let's see if we can do this column. We still don't have enough information for this column. Like I said, we are missing something, but we know the two symbols that we're missing, but these ones don't correlate to give us any more information than we already have. So let's go to this one here. Are we missing any one of these symbols? Which ones are we missing? We are missing this block, this one right here, and we are missing the other one, this one here. Do we have as much information on that? Doesn't look like we do. So sometimes too, there's not going to be a guaranteed like it has been so far, where it's a guaranteed selection. Sometimes you do have to test variables, which we might have to start doing here in the case of these two columns, because I'm not seeing very many sure things, if that makes sense. So let's try it. Let's try that one. If not, we can always come back and you know, retest the theory out. But if this one is the case, let's say this is true. If this is true, we can't put this symbol here in this column. It has to go down here. So let's do that, because we are missing that symbol in this column as well. And then if that's true, we're gonna go ahead and it's good to remember which ones, so you can backtrack, because you know there's a lot that are right currently. So right now I know that the two that I've just put in, if I have to go back, I'll go erase those, so I don't have to start right from the beginning again. We're gonna go ahead and put that symbol here, okay, which leaves, we need a backwards E in this row, so we don't, or in whatever this E looking thing is. So we have to put it over here because it's already in this column. Now these are all, now we're getting into some assumptions, right? I'm just testing this to see if it's gonna complete the puzzle correctly. So that, if that E goes there, that means we have to finish this puzzle, or this row, off with this one, which is making sense. Because if we put that one there, that verifies these two over here. So it looks like it's starting to work out. It's still looking like it's going to work at this point. We only have 4 spots left. So that being said, what symbols are we missing in this middle column? We are missing this one, which can either go up or down, because it doesn't appear there. But if that's true, we are also missing this one here. Yes, this one has to go here because it already appears down below. Now the trouble is, oh no, we're still good. We put this one that we're missing, the last symbol that we're missing, it still fits the model. Everything is still going. Nothing is of issue yet. And it's going to come down to these last 2 squares. We are missing the tall totem pole looking thing here. Yep, we can put it there because it doesn't, oh no, we can't. See over here, we have that column over there. So the column has to go down here, which means that finally we can sum it up. And look, it worked out. See, so I did have to make some assumptions as I got, you know, halfway through the puzzle. I had to start, you know, making an educated guess and continue the puzzle based on, you know, 85% assumptions. But it does work out. If it doesn't, you backtrack on the symbols that you weren't 100% sure on, and then try the other possibility and work the puzzle the same way you have been until you get to the end. And if you see, you push A and it's successful. So not a very hard strategy at all, but if you guys have any other trouble with it, if you guys want even more tips, you want me to walk you through another puzzle, this one is on the planet, what is it, Volad or Volid, whatever. It's on that planet. If you guys want me to do a series where I show you all the decryptions, I don't know if they are the same in every game, I'm assuming they are, then I will definitely do that. I will make another playthrough of this game and go through all of the decryptions. This was just showing you some tips and tricks on how to get this done. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to have a mining tips and tricks video for Mass Effect Andromeda coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. But as always, guys, until the next video, stay on the beam, you do you, live life your way, because that's the way it's meant to be. Cheers, you beauties.